I found another reason why I wasn't getting very good smoke going up the chimney is, one, there's probably not enough holes in there in the first place, but two, they were like all clogged up from the gasket material I had put in here to expand it over the holes. So there's basically only like a couple holes. So I'm going to drill out some more spacing here, try to make that almost completely open, and I think that's going to help a lot too. So I got a little flame going in there. I'd enlarge those holes a little bit. But it's burning, and no smoke. Nice. Here's an annoyance. And I'm getting pretty clean smoke out the stack. He said I was going to add some more stovepipe to my wood stove, and so I bought this section. And if you've never put one of these together before, it's a real treat. First thing you're going to want to do is just open this up a little bit. It's a little bent. And then I got to zoom in for the next bit. What you're going to have to do is take a screwdriver and just pry this open a little bit, because it's going to be too tight to get in there. Insert your own joke. And you're just going to squeeze these two together. Maybe. It goes in like that. It's a little crooked. I'm just going to tap it out. All done. It's not exactly round. Whoops, not exactly round. So I've added a 5-foot stack instead of the 3-footer that was on there. And I also enlarged these holes. There's 3 1/2-inch holes. And you can see it's burning in there a lot nicer. I kind of like that. This baby's been going for about 45 minutes now. She's chooching right along. I haven't had to open the door and stoke it or anything, so pretty happy with what I've done so far. Eventually I'm going to have to put some cover across here so I can regulate that air down, because actually now it's starting to burn a little bit faster than I care for. So, but I'm just happy that it's not dying for once, so yay. That's been going for about, close to 2 hours now, and so far so good. Pretty happy with it. Even my little window, it's not too bad. I mean, it'd be nice if it was bigger, but it's all right. It lets me see inside, which is really the main thing. And right now I'm just trying to burn a paint job down so it doesn't stink so bad. But overall, pretty happy. All right, what we're looking at now is an experiment I'm running using a soup can that I drilled a crap load of holes into, and it's filled with pellets from the pellet stove, which I would like to be able to use as a fuel source because it's so much cleaner than wood. Plus, if I want to empty the stove, I just pull the soup can out and stick another soup can full of pellets in there and continue where I left off, if I get my door open here. But yeah, that's what that looks like. I like it because it's not an out of control flame. It's just, right there. So I'm hoping that's going to provide enough heat to heat my trailer up without, having to use actual wood in there. Plus, the other nice thing is, if you notice when I opened the door, I didn't get a load of smoke out of there. When I got wood inside there, if I open that door, the smoke just rolls out, and I don't really care for that. So I'm hoping this might be a real answer for me. Well, through sheer dumb luck, my ammo can that I built for using in the wood stove in the house actually fits through the hole I cut. And it fits in here. So what I'm going to do is see if I can get that lit and have it stay. Look at all the fuel that's in it. That would last for a long time. So let's see if that's going to work for me. Look at that beautiful flame I'm getting off those wood pellets. That is really humming along. I've been out of the garage for a little bit, and I came back and I could noticeably tell the heat coming off of that was a lot more than it was before. But the top of the can's only about 450 degrees. So it's not out of control, but yeah, it's really nice. This is my ammo can, and it burned down pretty good. It looks like it did better than it really did, because basically what happened was once it got down to about the second set of holes, it kind of went into a smoldering mode, and it made heat, and obviously it burned down, but it wasn't a nice flame. It was pretty smoky. So what I'm doing now is I got 2 cans that I'm going to see how they burn inside here. So we'll see if I got enough air to burn 2 cans. I'd like to get that's really about the amount of flame I'd like to keep going through the whole burn time. So I perfed another can, and we'll see if I got enough holes in there to keep this thing rolling. I put those bricks in, hoping that it'll keep the heat in a little bit right around the cans, and that'll help keep those wood pellets burning. God, I cannot think. I have the light off in here because I'm trying to see if it gives more of a cheery look. But basically it's been burning for over half an hour now. So I'm getting really nice flame off of it. I'd be super stoked if it burns all the way down to the bottom of the can like that. That'd be nice. Alright, what I'm burning in my stove right now is one of these pressed logs. And these are awesome because that's about 3.5 inches tall and about, I don't know, here's my hand, so hand and a half long. But it's really dense, and they burn for a long time, and it's very clean. There's no moisture in there hardly at all. There's one in there burning right now. And this thing is really nice and warm. And this might end up being the fuel that I use, because one of these fits in there pretty nicely. Once I got those bricks in there, it really confines the space down quite a bit. So that's a bit of a challenge putting a fuel source in there. But one of the things I'm noticing is, if you saw my pipe right in the top right there, that pipe goes along the whole inside and then comes out right there and comes down. So I'm drawing air in from the bottom of that tube, and it comes up, and then it's getting preheated. So I just took a temperature measurement on that. It's about 200 degrees right on the curve of that pipe. So that air is going in nice and hot, and it's making it burn easier. It's about 500 degrees right here, and then in the 400s all around right there. But what's pretty interesting is once you get down into the side, like down here where the brick is, it's only about 130 degrees. So the temperature drops off significantly once you get that fireplace brick is covering the inside of the device, which is going to help me because it's going to make this stove last longer, because it's not going to burn up. I got the stone on the bottom and the sides, and it's just not going to burn out, although the top might wear out. Hopefully not, but yeah, boy, it is really toasty warm right here. So basically, I'm really looking forward to getting this in my trailer and seeing how it's going to work. The front of this, right up and down along here, is only measuring about 168 degrees. Let me see if I can grab my temperature thing without shaking up the whole world here. So that air that's coming out that tube is basically blowing right down the glass, which has helped cleaning it, which is by design. Can you see that? There's too much glare. Okay, well, you're just going to have to take my word for it. It's 247 on the front. I got warmed up in a hurry. And about a 190 at the bottom. So it's supposed to be 70 degrees today, and I'm burning wood in the garage. The dogs are laying in the sun. And this video is really hard to finish when I just want to go out in the sun and have some fun. Check it out. I turned the heater on in my camper just to pull enough power so I could see if I would. Oh, look at that, 18.3, 18 and a half, 18.6. This is most my panels have ever put out. So I'm pretty stoked about this. Oh. 19 amps. I've never gotten 19 amps before. Yeah, oh wow. It's pretty sweet. We're gonna get 20? 20? That's pretty sweet. Well, it's really ripping in there. I threw a bunch of those sawdust logs that I got from this dude that just was making them out of his shop. And it's so hot right now, it's not reading on my temperature gauge on the top near the stack. I think it has a max temp of 700. But the front is still not, it's like 300 or 400. But my glass is holding up, so I'm pretty happy about that. I think that air coming in from the bottom right here, and then through the tube on the top is keeping that glass cool enough that it's not having a problem, so I'm pretty excited. But I really am just trying to heat this pipe up and just get all the stink off of it before I put it in the trailer.